University and Grand People's Study House. After the prerequisite display of nuclear and missile technology, they gave us a tour demonstrating North Korea's openness to the outside world.
If you could learn to drive, you would practice parking a car. Over and over. Yeah. This is the golden chance to have conversations with the natives.
How long have you been playing basketball?
Okay.
Well, I have been playing basketball since I was a small child.
I see.
I have been playing basketball for about 5 days now.
Bye. See you again.
Next, they took us to a computer lab where students were using the internet. And your first thought is, okay, this looks like any lab at a university back home. But then it dawns on you that it's completely silent. No one is doing anything. There was no typing, no mouse clicking, nothing. We saw one guy looking at the Google homepage, but he wasn't searching for anything. He was just staring blankly at the screen. The one person we saw there who actually looked like he knew how to use a computer was, of course, the one person they wanted us to meet.
Hello. How you doing? Very nice to meet you as well. Sorry to disturb you while you're working.
Yes. Actually, I was looking for my papers which are published in the journals.
Oh, wow.
This is about string theory. This is done in collaboration with some foreign scientists in Europe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Considering North Korea's reputation for complete and total suppression of information, this stop was clearly designed to convince us that they had access to the internet, just like the rest of the world, which we knew wasn't true. And that left us wondering, was anything we were seeing real? It felt like we were walking through a real live Truman Show, created just for us. Everywhere we went and everything we saw was constructed to convey the exact opposite of what we know about North Korea. I honestly felt like I was losing my mind. But nothing could have prepared us for what was about to happen next.
So we're here just about to play a quick pickup game. Super casual, really relaxed, with a few Harlem Globetrotters, a bunch of North Koreans, and myself, as Dennis Rodman and Kim Jong-un watch.
The most you are a white team captain.
You are white and you are red.
I take these.
Okay. Captain, and you will be behind him. And then you can, if you pick one player, then you can give one ball.
I hand out. I'm the equipment manager.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We picked teams playground style, so each team had both Americans and North Koreans.
three. 1, 2, 3. So I'm starting.
You about to get dunked on, player.
Here we go.
백팀의 주장 45번 올인됐습니다. 멋있는 동작이었습니다. 홈팀에서 성공시켰습니다. 성공됐습니다. 멋있는 인결합이었습니다.
After the halftime show, the Globetrotters went out and did what they do best.
또 백팀에서 공을 차지했습니다. 60번 경기 안돼. 홈팀에서 윤우에 올라가서 들어오는 공을 발로 처리했습니다. 문화적인 행동으로서 사람들에게 아마 추억을 남기게 될 것입니다.
Then, in the fourth quarter, the game got really intense and actually started to get exciting. With no overtime allowed, the game actually ended in a tie.
That was beautiful right there. Way to make it dramatic for our first visit here.
Before we even knew what was going on, Dennis was standing and giving a speech.
First of all, I would like to say thank you.
먼저 감사하다는 말을 하고 싶습니다.
You guys have been very, very kind to me and to my compadres from America. And the one thing I want to say, I'm going to cut this really short. I'm very, very privileged to be here. And for you guys to accept us as one of you is an honor. I'm sorry that my country and your country are not on good terms. But for me and the country, you have a friend for life. Sir, thank you. You have a friend for life.
저는 조선과 미국 사이의 관계가 좋지 못한 데 대해서 유감스럽게 생각합니다. 그러나 조선과 조선 인민은 저의 친구이며 저는 경의하는 원수님을 저의 친근한 도시라고 생각합니다. 감사합니다.
We were in a complete and total daze. The 2 hours of screaming and emotion, the tie game at the final buzzer, and of course the surprise visit by Kim Jong-un, it was truly a surreal experience. All of a sudden, we were ushered off the court and into the locker room and told to change right away.
We have very important schedule, so we have to be very much hurry.
Okay.
Right now we go out.
We were bussed across the city, but no one knew where we were going. No one, not even our minders. We were told to leave our cameras behind and brought into this large marble building and escorted through a ton of security. And then we turned a corner to see Kim Jong-un.
이날 저녁 경의하는 김정은 원수님께서는 조선민주주의인민공화국 올림픽위원회에서 우리나라를 방문한 미국 NBA 이전 선수와 일행을 위해 마련한 만찬회에 초대되셨습니다.
There we were, face to face with Kim Jong-un for a dinner celebration. And with that, we were somehow the first Americans to meet North Korea's new leader. Having him on the sidelines for the game was one thing, but standing right beside him was completely and totally insane. It was like being in an alternate universe. So here's what happened. At first, introductory speeches were given, the theme of which was pretty much drink. Then the curtains went up, and out came this all-girl band dressed in white with electric violins, and they're inexplicably playing the theme from Rocky. And then things started to get really crazy. At one point, Dennis took the mic and sang My Way while our interpreter played the sax. Then they pointed at me, and it was my turn to toast. So I thanked Kim Jong-un for his hospitality and said that we'd like to return the favor if he ever wanted to come to America and have dinner with us, which, thankfully, got a big laugh. Clearly, the booze loosened everyone up. What we kept hearing from these ministers, party officials, and nuclear negotiators, and then even from Kim Jong-un himself, was that they hoped our visit would be able to reduce some of the psychological barriers between the U.S. and North Korea. They even went on to claim that we'd made history. Now that's a pretty bold statement, but it is in fact historic. In the years since the Korean War, North Korean and American athletes have competed against each other on a handful of occasions, but they'd never played on the same team. And that sentiment of collaboration was echoed by Kim Jong-un when he gave the final toast of the night.
경의하는 원수님께서는 이런 체육 교류가 활성화되어 두 나라 인민들이 서로 이해를 도모하는 데 기여하게 되리라는 기대를 표명하셨습니다.
So you've got the average North Korean, people who are taught from birth that America is this evil imperial power hell-bent on their destruction, waking up the next day to see their dear leader, aka God, hanging out with a bunch of Americans saying he hopes that we can all get along. Now, of course, it's possible that's just more propaganda. But we did start to think that maybe, just maybe, we may have had at least some impact. We realized that bringing a crew of basketball players to North Korea isn't going to lead to the country dismantling its nuclear program, shutting down its labor camps, or even toning down its anti-American rhetoric.